Hi there, it's Carol C.C. Miller, the founder of Positive Focus, here to welcome you to World Hugs Weekend or to our 1 Million Hugs movement. Hopefully, if you've gotten to this point, you've already signed up, but if not, there is a link below this to sign up and join us, and I'm excited to have you. I just wanted to give you some 5 different tips on making your hug experience even more fun than you thought. And the first tip is to invite friends. Now, the original Hugger One Man went out and did it on his own, and many people go out and hug on their own. I've done it myself, but I'm having much more fun and I'm more comfortable when I have a couple of friends come with me. So do what's comfortable for you. If you're good with doing it solo, do it solo. If you'd like some support with friends, grab a couple of friends to join you. And also keep in mind, you don't have to be a natural hugger to try this event. When I started January 26, 2008, I was not a natural hugger. I would hug family members, but I did not hug a lot of people I wasn't comfortable with hugging. Now I'm a hugger, so it's very comfortable for me. But please know that you can be nervous. I was terrified the first time I tried it, and I found the power of hugs very quickly and kept doing it in order to create this World Weekend event that I've still been doing since 2008. So step 1, grab a few friends or feel comfortable doing it solo. Step 2, create a free hug sign, whatever works for you. I would encourage you to make it a little bit bigger so people can see it from a distance. I have some that say warm up with the free hug. I have some that say it's my birthday, hug me. I have some that just simply say free hug. So it's whatever works for you. And again, it's important to match your personality out there. Step 1, grab friends. Step 2, create a sign. Step 3, pick a location. Now, where we do free hugs in Chicago is a very busy area. There's lots of Chicagoans and there's lots of tourists, but it's Chicago. So your area may be smaller community that you don't have a lot of people standing and walking on the streets, and that's okay. I do encourage you to pick a public location so you're not asked to leave private property. You can, if you know of a good location that's private property, you can certainly ask them and see if they will let you be there. But I'd encourage you to get that permission beforehand or pick a public location to do it. So that's going to be your next step. You're picking friends, you've made your sign, you've picked your area, and now it's hug day. What to do on hug day. First, it's okay to be nervous. Again, I was terrified, and I still get nervous from time to time, and that's okay. But again, you're really going to want to match your personality. When I go out there with friends, some friends say free hugs. Some of them joke with the people walking by, and they can kind of tell who just needs a little bit of encouragement. And then there are people who just stand there and just hold their sign, and they don't say anything. All of them get people to come to them. It's matching personalities. I tend to say free hugs, and then I will say, have a great day, happy Saturday, happy Sunday, whatever day of the week it is, or happy holidays, that kind of thing. I also try to make eye contact with people and smile at them because it's all about connecting and letting people know that they matter. It is my firm belief that when people feel connected, they're less likely to harm themselves and others. So that is one of the key reasons why I continue to do hugs, is to let people feel seen and to know that they matter in the world. Match your personality. If you're a quieter person, trying to shout free hugs and trying to joke with people isn't going to feel comfortable, and it's going to come across as not being comfortable. So maybe you just want to stand out there. That's okay too. It's whatever works for you. I also encourage you, you don't have to, but to count your hugs. I've gotten these counters for us because we are on a 1 million hug movement, because I do know that when people feel seen and know they matter, they're less likely to hurt themselves and others. So we are trying to create 1 million hugs around the world. And so I'm counting mine here locally in Chicago, and I would love it if you counted yours too. If you just do it in your head, that's fine as well. But this little counter certainly makes it a little bit easier to remember the numbers. You do not have to count them in order to participate. I just appreciate if you do. I also appreciate if you take some pictures so we can share them with the other huggers from around the world as another way to connect. They'll be shared here on Facebook and on our website as well. So those are the tips. The 5th tip is to have fun. Again, it doesn't matter if it's 1 hug or 100 hugs you get. It matters that you're out there trying to make a difference, trying to spread a little bit more love, kindness, and compassion in this world through a hug. The very first hug event we did, a global event in 2008, 3 girls stood outside for 90 minutes in Mexico City and did not get a hug. They felt like they failed the movement. I'm like, you did not fail the movement. They said that their city was very dangerous and people didn't trust. But I promise them, everybody who walked by them was impacted by their kindness of just being there. So it's not the numbers of hugs you get other than for the 1,000,000 hugs. It really is about that you're standing out there to let people know that you see them, that they matter to you, and the smiles that you get are going to be even more than the hugs. You'll get lots of people who will walk by and say thank you, even if they're not quite ready to get a hug. So step 1, get some friends or feel comfortable doing it solo. Step 2, create a sign or signs. Step 3, pick a location, public, where there's lots of people to hug or a few people to hug. Again, it's not the numbers, it's about you standing out there offering some kindness in that moment. Step 4 is to have hug day and enjoy it. Take pictures, count. Step 5 is to have fun. And then I want to remind you that it really is about an offering of a hug. It's not a demand. People should feel comfortable to walk by. And you should feel comfortable saying no. Now, again, I've been doing this for over a decade and I've only refused 1 hug. It was a very serious protesting situation going on. And the vast majority, 1 time, I have said no in over a decade of thousands of hugs. So it's probably not going to be an issue for you, but know that you still have the power to say no. It's still a invite, not a request, not a demand. So if it's somebody you don't feel comfortable with, you don't have to invite them in for the free hug. So make sure that you're comfortable with yourself, pick some friends, have some fun, and know that each smile you share, each kind word that you share, and each hug that you share is bringing a little bit more love, kindness, and compassion and peace to the world. And that's what we're there for, is to remind people that they matter, to let them know that they're seen. I have celebrated with hugs on people getting new jobs, getting married, new relationships, babies being born. I have held people in sorrow who have lost somebody that they're missing, from people who are very sad that they've lost a job or a relationship broke up. So there's many, many reasons that a hug is so powerful and so important in that moment. And I promise you, everybody who's joined me so far has really enjoyed it. Many people continue to do it year after year. Many of the people who join us do it without our yearly thing and just have been doing it on their own and have joined us too. Some people just do it the one time, and that's okay as well. But I really encourage you to step out of your comfort zone like I did back in 2008. And I cannot tell you enough how scared I was. And I did it. I think I had like 5 friends join me that time. Many times it's just Tony and I've done it solo as well. So be brave, be courageous, be happy, and be loving. And I think you're going to have a great time. Matter of fact, I really know you're going to have a great time. So step 1, pick some friends or do it yourself. 2, make a free hug sign big enough for people to see it as they're walking up to you. Step 3, pick your location. Step 4 is to go out there and do it. And step 5 is to have a lot of fun in the process. It sounds scarier than it is. I promise you, if you give it a try, I think you're really going to like it. And I look forward to seeing your pictures. And I look forward to hearing how you thought it went and what kind of experiences you had with it. Again, I get so many different stories from my local hug events to around the world that each one of them touch me. So I'm excited to see what comes up for you. And if you want to join us more than May 1st through the 3rd and join the 1,000,000 hug movement and do it more often, I would love that too. We're at 53,000 something, getting close to 54,000 hugs, and we're wanting 1,000,000. So there's a ways to go, but I've been doing this since 2008. I don't see a reason to stop now. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you a day of peace. I wish you a day of love, kindness, and compassion. And I'll see you out there at the hugs. Bye-bye for now.